So the glamorous city of Beverly Hills, California, is known for its high population of extreme liberals, 71% Democratic to be exact. But it seems these Hollywood dreamers are finally waking up. The city voted unanimously this week to recall liberal LA County DA George Gascon. Gascon's zero bail policy during COVID to keep inmate numbers down has led to the release of violent criminals while ignoring the real victims. In 2018, 20-year-old Julian Andrade was brutally murdered by three men who should have gone to prison for life, but instead saw their charges dismissed.
I never thought that I would ever have to lose a child. The day I found out what he was doing, I felt it was a slap in the face. And for George Gascon to feel that their brains haven't fully developed, I do not care. Someone who murders someone, you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Julian's mother, Desiree, joins me now, along with Jason Rantz, Seattle radio host. Desiree, it's so good to see you again, my friend. Your son was left for dead. When they couldn't kill him, they went back until they killed him. Then you had the DA never reached out to you to talk with you. How does it make you feel that finally people are starting to wake up and realize this DA has to go?
Thank you first, Lawrence, for having me here on the show. Unfortunately, I hate to say this, but I'm glad that people are seeing this now. I knew this was going to happen. I've been speaking on this for over a year and a half now, since George Gascon took office. And I've warned people, the only way you're ever going to know how important this is once it hits you and your community. And unfortunately, it's gotten there. And this is not what I wanted. But at the same time, it's something that I do want, because this is the only way that we're going to get to voters, Los Angeles County voters, to understand the importance of this recall against George Gascon. He is dismantling the justice system. He is the reason, the blame for the destruction in LA County and the rising crimes. I mean, at this point, this is where it has to go. It has to go this way. Then I'm ready for it. I am ready to go for this full force. And unfortunately, like I said, that it's now hitting everybody, not only me. Yep. And this is not only about my son. This is about all of us now. This is all of us that are being affected by him.
You're so right, Desiree and Jason. If you think that you live in a suburb and you can just tuck your head between your tail and it's not going to hit you, well, look at Beverly Hills.
Oh, 100%. This is not Vegas where everything happens there but stays there. When these policies are passed, when these activists take control, they have a tendency to impact everyone around them. And unfortunately, Desiree is right. I mean, for a lot of people, the only time they really wake up to the reality is when it hits them. Now, sometimes it hits them directly. Sometimes it hits them indirectly. But once they start to realize what's going on in their cities, they say, okay, we have gone too far, and we're starting to see a course correction all across the country. Not everyone is going to listen to what the voters are saying. I think George Gascon is a good example of that. I think Alvin Bragg, Manhattan DA, is an example of that. I think we have lots of examples of individual activists who are blinded by their ideology who don't want to change course. But the voters very clearly are saying, enough is enough. You've gone too far. We can no longer be this experiment in police and prison abolition.
Yeah. You're so right. Jason, thank you so much. Desiree, thank you for leading this fight. People that don't know you, you are a meek person. You don't get involved with a lot of nonsense, but this was personal for you. Thank you so much.